Before I get started, my kid is watching from New York. Kiddo, you're the best thing. You're the best thing I've ever been a part of. And I will always be on your side. Please do not become a conservative or a serial killer. And make me regret saying that shit in front of everybody. All right, I gotta try to speed through this. I've often felt like life is impossible. Settler colonialism, anti-blackness, racist xenophobia, racist immigration policy, Orientalism, deportation, hate crimes against Asians, all forms of white supremacy makes life seem impossible. Homophobia, transphobia, misogyny, sexism, ableism, anti-Semitism, classism, and worker exploitation. What's happening in Palestine, Myanmar, the Congo, all over the world, impossible. The fact that I'm accepting this award tonight at the Ordway, a place I've protested several times over the years, due to their continued and repeated presentation of the Broadway play Miss Saigon, the most enduring representation of Vietnamese people in Western pop culture, written by white men, you get the point. And yet, my family survived war, and they also survived what graciously can be called my creative streak, and also supported me. Impossible. Public school teachers and librarians, underpaid and taken for granted, help foster my interest in literature from historically marginalized communities. Impossible. Diane Glancy, Native American literature and creative writing professor. It's your fault Diana became an English major. Janet Carlson, chemistry professor, teaches McAllister's first ever Asian American studies class. Manaz Kusha, may she rest in peace, urged me when I was a young, angry man to see the world critically. May she rest in peace. Urged me to see the world critically, but also generously. They did what seemed impossible. Alan Kornblum, rest in peace. Chris Fishbach, Erica Stevens of Coffee House Press, Chrissy Moe, and everyone at Capstone. The many therapists over the years helped try me untie these knots up here. The Loft Literary Center, past and present employees, McKnight folks, many of you who, amazing, fucking brilliant, beautiful people, many of whom are here tonight. I get to try and make the world a better place alongside you. It's impossible, but it's true. David Murrah and Valerie Lee start Asian American Renaissance. Carolyn Holbrook starts Sassy the Right Place, and then later More Than a Single Story. Maineng Mua and Kathy Haddad form Minnesota-based Hmong and Arab literary journals. Patrick Scully of Patrick's Cabaret, Tom Borup of Intermedia, Diego Vasquez Jr. organized poetry slams at Kieran's Irish Pub. Lori Carlos offered naked stages. Chamindigo Wandaragala and Pradeepa Jiva formed Diaspora Flow. Organizations like Minnesota Prison Writing Project, True Art Speaks, Button Poetry, Justice for Fong Lee, Don't Buy Miss Saigon, Release Minnesota 8, and so many more social justice groups over the years. And then Cruz. Okay, I gotta get through this. They're gonna play me off any minute. Crews like Edu-Poetic Entertainment, Palabristas, Making Oral History, Mongrel, Poetry Asylum, Mango Tribe, Red Lights and Poetry, every Minnesota Slam Team, Funny Asian Women Collective, Theater Moo, Pangea, individuals like my good friend Molly Breff Griffin, who keeps writing beautiful books, even have conservative groups try to ban all art by LGBTQ people like her. Marcy Rendon writes mystery novels with a Native American female protagonist. Douglas Kearney, Ed Bach Lee, two of the greatest fucking poets in the English language that I'm privileged to call my friends, my brothers. Being in the same atmosphere as all of these organizations and people have taught me how to breathe. If I was to give everyone up here their due, I would go overtime and I would get played off for real. So, I'll try to wrap it up this way. In 2020, when white supremacists, agitators, and other assorted bigots threatened to burn down our neighborhoods, we saw neighbors, community members, strangers band together to clean up, take care of one another, get groceries, medication for elders, form block patrols. And I've seen us do this time and again. We stand up, we help out, we ask, what can we do? We work for a better world. I mean we, the royal we, the common we, the broke-ass we, the petite bourgeois we, exhausted from taking care of our kids or finding a place after we got evicted or losing a loved one or wondered if we still believed in God or got fired for speaking up or committed to our art even without health care, fought with loved ones we disagreed with, got yet another rejection letter from a publisher, struggling with chronic illness or addiction or an eating disorder, husband deported, child traumatized from a gun drill at school, harassed by cops, busy mending a broken heart, feeling guilty for yelling at our children, feeling guilty about internalizing the racism, sexism, homophobia, ableism that we fight so fucking hard against. Yes, this is part of the impossibility of life. It is impossible, but so is loving the stars in the night sky just as much now as when you were a kid, even if you have bad eyesight like I do. You know they're up there. The music curling in the waves of Lake Superior, how much you love the smell of wood smoke and good kissing, playing your favorite song to your crush and never explaining why, the first bite of a buttery croissant and the earthy feel in your mouth from coffee, the earnest warmth of a real hug, ordering at a restaurant for someone you love in your native tongue, a picture of your kid's shitty snowman. We love our friends, our family, community. We would purify ourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka for. We run for office like my good friend Paula. We take up gardening, and we make really bad salads. We aspire to be the version of ourselves our loved ones need us to be. You know, that crow's feet face, hoarsely singing, stiff-jointed we. We get up every day, and we do it again and again, even though it feels impossible. No matter how many books they burn or ban, they can't take away what we've done. They can't break us all. So friends, family, community members, writers, artists, people, let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing the impossible together.